Well, hello there, my name is Vladimir. Welcome to my home studio. Today we are comparing the REVV G3 against REVV G4. So far the two pedals that REVV has released have basically been based on the generator series of the amps. And as you probably already know, the G3 is based on the purple channel of the generator amp and the G4 is based on the red channel of the generator amp series. And while they look kind of really similar, besides having different color and a different number on the pedal itself, these pedals don't exactly sound alike, and we are going to test that now. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm not getting paid to make this video, or actually I wasn't even asked to make this video, but I did get the REVV G4 as a gift at NAMM 2019. But as always, it doesn't affect in any way what I say. If the product is good, I say it's good, and if there's something that might be improved, I'll mention that as well. So let's get started. We'll go for some heavier sounds first with humbuckers, as many other people have demonstrated as well, and then we'll switch to my Tele and go for some lighter sounds and see how these two work. We're going from the guitar to both of the pedals, and then from there we go straight into my REVV Dynamis over there. And the REVV Dynamis is actually on the crunch channel, because actually I prefer these pedals on a crunch channel that is just slightly overdriven. And from the amp we're going into the 2-notch Torpedo Live, and there I'm using the 4x12 by REVV. So REVV, almost everything REVV. If they all start producing computers and audio interfaces, I'll be using REVV computers and audio interfaces as well. Well, maybe not, but yeah, you get the really good joke. Okay, both of the pedals have all the controls set at 12, the aggression modes are off, the clean sounds, or the cleanish sounds like this. And the reverb you hear is coming from the amp. So as you can immediately tell, there's a really different mid-range happening. The G4 has more bass, it feels more mid-focused, something you cannot kind of hear, but you feel when you play these two, is that the G4 feels much more dynamic. And if you would want to do like this shreddy stuff, which I really cannot do, the G4 would probably, or you would probably have to crank the gain on the G4 quite a lot higher. I also feel it responds to your playing a bit more, or there's more dynamics. The G4 is also really dynamic, but it doesn't feel as dynamic. I think the REVV guys use the word spongy or something like that with the G4, and I guess I agree, even though I'm not 100% sure what it means. But yeah, let's go through the aggression modes first. there was few really bad notes in there, but again, you get the idea. I think, let me retune quickly and I'll be back. Switching to red aggression mode on both. As you can also hear, the G3 is kind of tighter, and I'd say personally I find the G3 better for any kind of rock slash metal rhythm, and I love the lead sounds you can get from the G4. I've now tuned down to drop D, and let's see if we can get a really kind of thick, heavy rhythm tone from both. Yeah, they're not exactly the same thing, as you can hear, and even though the EQ ended up looking quite similar, the sounds we are getting from these aren't exactly the same. Okay, there's one more sound I want to try with this. doing the Petrucci thing with a guitar that's in almost every single way a non-Petrucci guitar. You can still hear that the G3 might in a way sound a bit boxier, but that also helps it being a great rhythm guitar pedal, because the sound is like there isn't too much of the low end or anything like that. It's tight. It kind of, this is your guitar sound, and then you can add the bass and everything else next to it, and it just makes stuff easier that way. The G4 feels to be more kind of all over the place sound wise. In a good way, it's just a different take. I actually suspect it might be better using the single coils. So let's switch to single coils now. Alright, I'm switched to my Tele. I didn't touch any of the settings on the amp, and I just turned all the knobs on the pedals to 12 o'clock again, and the aggression modes are off. Here's the sound without the pedals. I don't know, the G4 sounds to me like it's more, I want to say vintage oriented high gain, for lack of a better term. To me it feels like I would prefer the G4 with the Tele, because it's a kind of rather thin sounding thing by itself. Maybe dial back the treble just a bit. The G3 sounds a bit more modern, which is not a bad thing, it's just a different sound. Let's actually try to go for a kind of lower gain thing with both of the pedals. I wouldn't call that low gain, but again, the dynamics are kind of more apparent, for lack of a better term, with the G4. But this is a good rock sound. works really well with the single coils as well. It sounds good. Like, really usable sounds with both. But with single coils, the G4 feels more like an amp than a pedal to me. And for whatever reason, I guess maybe on this setting the G4 has less gain than the G3, so there's less buzz as well. But yeah, both sounds are good, but I really like what the G4 does. Let's turn all the gain down and see what happens. Still quite a lot of gain, even though I'm on the middle pickup position on the Tele. So there you have it. Both pedals sound really good, and maybe slightly different application for both. I know a lot of people have demoed the G4 with like 7-string guitars and everything like that, but it's actually much more versatile than that, and to me it does have that kind of more vintage flavored EQ, I guess. I don't know how to describe it otherwise. I'm really interested to hear which one you prefer, both with the single coils and the humbuckers. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you found this video useful, helpful, interesting, anything like that, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about anything. If you want to support what I do, get yourself a Catpic Studios t-shirt, links below in the description. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. I think the notification bell is still working, at least it works for me on some of the videos. I don't know, something like that. Thanks for watching this video. I shall see you next time.